Hey y'all. So I'm gonna go to bed pretty quick here. This isn't gonna be a long video. I'm tired. You know, I had war with somebody the other day because I was talking about Rex Heuerman. He has been arrested for being a serial killer. They have tons and tons and tons of evidence on him on the computer, on burner phones. I guess they confiscated phones. They tore his house upside down. They must have luminoled the bathtub because they cut out the wall, like the front part of the tub that you would never see. They actually cut that out. So they must have had some type of evidence. They're not just going to arrest you on a whim. All right. So I don't know why people feel the need to do this, but they need to fucking stop doing it. I've been friends with this person for a long time, and he is a New Yorker, and most New Yorkers are buddies and loyal to the current administration. We all know what has happened to this country as a result of them, unless you're just blind, deaf, and dumb. And some people, their loyalty is just totally illogical, completely 1000% illogical. So anyway, I'm talking to him about Rex Heuerman, and he defends him right away because he's from New York, so he automatically thinks that he's innocent, which is asinine too. And he goes, "Well, we'll see in court. We'll see in court." I said they have massive, not their words, not my words, massive amounts of evidence against him. They don't arrest you on a whim, all right? Because the case will be thrown out. Okay? The DA's office is going to be like, yeah, no, you ain't got enough evidence to do squat, so come up with some more evidence or forget it. They arrested his ass because they had plenty of evidence. And there was also evidence that women were killed whenever his wife was out of town. Okay? It's not like you can tell your wife, honey, I'll be back later. I'm looking for someone to erase. And if they fight me, then it's going to take me a little longer to do what I need to do. So I'll see you later. I love you. Mwah, bye. It don't go down, it doesn't go down like that. So obviously her being out of town is convenient for him, so he could start prowling looking for new victims. He would dump their bodies on Gilgo Beach. And some of them he dismembered. Anyway, he's a crazy person. Anyway, tons of evidence. So I hate when people do this. I really, and if you're one of these people, please stop. Because you're going to lose friends and family members might quit talking to you because if they see what you don't see about what's going on in the world, you going to insert this shit into the conversation. The person's going to get very irate with you. So I'm talking about Rex Heuerman, which is a criminal situation, obviously. And he felt the need to insert the previous administration's name, which I'm not going to go there, shoved his name into the conversation. Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? I said, you're drinking the Kool-Aid. You're very brainwashed. I'm not brainwashed. You're brainwashed. There was he's just simple in the head because he's from New York, and they will always, not everybody, but they will always be for a certain party. We're not going to go there. No matter what the fuck they do, they're going to get a free pass because I'm from New York and I have to follow this political party, and it's asinine and stupid and fucked up. Shut up. If you're one of those people that shoves that bullshit into the fucking conversation, you're going to end up losing friends. I'm just telling you, especially if you're living in La La Land where cupcakes hang on trees and shit. And Skittles raindrops are actually Skittles, but they don't hurt you when they fall because they're just gentle Skittles. I'm not trying to hear all that. If you're blind, deaf, and dumb and you don't see what's going on in the world, especially in the United States, well, then you keep that dumb shit to yourself. I'm not blind, deaf, and dumb, and I see what's been going on. My wallet is impacted by this shit. A lot of people's wallets are impacted by this. We have never had a shortage of groceries before. We have never been raped on gas like we're being raped now. I don't want to fucking hear no shit about no previous admin. I don't want to fucking hear it. I swear to God, don't fucking bring it up again. And I will, the next time I talk to his dumb ass, I will tell him, you are never to talk to me about that again. Ever, because we're on two opposite sides of the fence on this. You see what the fuck you want to see. I don't get along with people that are naive, and I don't get along with dumbasses. If you want to live in this fantasy world where everybody bakes cupcakes for you on your goddamn birthday, you stay on that planet. You stay over there. Don't you dare bring that shit. And I will tell him through no uncertain terms, don't you dare bring that up ever again, because we are on opposite sides of the fence. And there was absolutely no reason, no excuse, and no freaking reason for you to shove that into the conversation. People are stupid that way. Oh, it looks like it's going to rain. Well, what about so-and-so in the politics? Don't fucking bring it up. Especially if you're simple in the head. Don't bring that shit up, because people are going to bare their teeth at you, growl at you, and jump down your goddamn throat. It's kind of like bringing up abortion and religion and all these other hot topics that makes people go fucking ape shit. Learn social graces and shut the fuck up. Shut up. We had a meetup group and one time, which they're all fucked up too, but we're not going to go there. A whole bunch of them have all kinds of psychiatric problems. Anyway, one of them, who's weird as hell, did the same thing. Within less than 5 minutes, he brought up every motherfucking hot topic you could think of. Religion, abortion, politics, in a span of less than 5 fucking minutes. And one of the girls, who also has issues, she basically jumped in his world and she said, these are not the types of topics you should be bringing up with people you're close with. These are not the topics you bring up with people who you just meet. These are not the topics you bring up at your church. These are not the topics you have with people that you don't know that well. Or people go ape shit over these topics. They're very hypersensitive to certain topics. They're like trigger words, and they make people lose their shit. When you know that people are like that, you need to shut your lips and keep them shut. Because you're going to get your goddamn feelings hurt, especially if you act dumb and you see what the hell you want to goddamn see. I don't have that luxury. Every time I put gas in the car, believe me, I feel it. I don't have the luxury of pretending like cupcakes grow on trees. And when I go for groceries and the shelf is motherfucking empty, I don't have the luxury of sitting here acting like everybody gets along and we all hold hands and the world is a perfect place and life is perfect. I'm not trying to fucking jump into that. What do you want, acid or something? What kind of drugs are you on that you don't see what in the hell's going on right in front of your nose? Anyway, so the guy that brought up all the taboo topics, okay, within less than 5 minutes, she looked at him. They're acquaintances. I don't know if she's ever met him before, but she looked at him and she said, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't talk about that in front of everybody. What is wrong with you?" And he's like, "Well, I'm just saying, da 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 da." She's like, "You don't. People are not trying to hear all that." Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't bother me because it's a challenge to me. I consider it a challenge. I mean, we could discuss it like mature adults. Now, if you're going to get aggressive and you're going to jump down my throat because you're trying to take a garden shovel and shove your opinion down my throat, we're going to have a problem. But if we can sit here and stay calm, and even then, it's not socially gracious to talk about certain things, even with people you've known forever. And god dang well, this other person's on the opposite end of the fence, and you deliberately insert shit into the conversation that you know is going to make the person lose their mind because they have been negatively impacted by the shit that's been going on. And you want to start some shit by throwing that in the conversation, and the conversation didn't have nothing to do with that. You must want to have war with somebody, and you must want to lose a friendship. That's the only thing I could think of. You must want somebody to jump all up your ass. You're going to get it and you're not going to like it. You want to risk losing a friendship because you don't know how to shut your fucking mouth? He's naive and he's stupid. He's lucky we're friends because none of my friends are idiots like that. I don't want to hear that bullshit. You feel like you got to talk about that, you get online and you argue with people, you argue with total strangers. And if somebody punches you in the nose because they didn't like your aggressive stance, well, then you're going to get punched in the damn nose and you deserve it because you're stupid. Maybe it'll jostle your brain and get you to think. Shut up. You want to be naive because you're going to be dedicated to certain people just because they're from New York and you love the mayor in New York and you think the certain political parties are the best thing in the world. Well, you live in that motherfucking fantasy world. But in the meantime, you're going to end up losing friends. You're going to get cussed out by strangers. You're going to get cussed out by acquaintances, and somebody's going to probably haul off and hit you. They don't want your opinion shoved down their throat. And with certain topics, is guaranteed to be a fight. It's guaranteed to be an argument. It's a guarantee that somebody's going to hurt your freaking feelings, and you deserve every bit of that and more. Shut your face. I deliberately stay away from topics like that because he's naive and he's a dumbass. When it comes to certain topics, he's a freaking dumbass. Other topics, he's smart as a whip. When it comes to that topic, the forbidden topic, he's a damn dumbass. Y'all, when you're talking to people, keep your exponentially forceful opinion out of the conversation. Unless you're in the mood to lose friends. Unless you want strangers walking away from you in the middle of the conversation. They turn their back and walk away and don't say nothing else to you. Well, what did you expect? You're trying to insert something into the conversation that hits people the wrong way because they know how they've been treated and they know how this country is going downhill. We fucking know it. You can sit there and act stupid if you want to. You'll be sitting in your corner by yourself. Or you'll be sitting there with other people that are as dumb as you are. You know, don't be bringing shit up and don't force it into the conversation. People on YouTube do that dumb shit too. They got to force it into the conversation. It could be a criminal case. It could be a case that went to court. And people are sitting there talking about, well, is the person are they going to get the death penalty? Or are they going to get life without parole? What's going to happen? Are they going to get off on a technicality? And then some stupid ass never fucking fails. Some stupid, brainless individual feels the need to turn it political. And inevitably, someone's going to say, you just really felt the need to shove that in the conversation. It had nothing to do with anything. You just got to get on top of your fucking soapbox, right? You just got to push that. And a lot of people in the thread will ignore that person because they know that person's trying to manipulate them. And that person is trying to manipulate a response that has absolutely zero to do with the topic at hand. Do you have a comprehension issue or something? Because this has to do with a crime. People will do that to manipulate other people. If they're having a bad day and they need to fight and argue, they're going to start talking about the taboo topics because they know someone's going to get hyped. And before you know it, it's an argument. Maybe the person just needs to fight with somebody. I don't know. They need to get their stress off. Look, I'm not playing with you. I will cuss you out and hurt you bad. I will hurt your feelings real bad. Don't. Anyway, food for thought. Don't let people manipulate you. Don't let them aggravate you if they talk about bullshit. You just tell them, hey, I'm not having that discussion. And you know what? I told this individual, I'm not having that discussion with you. And my voice was getting louder and louder because you don't goddamn listen the first goddamn flipping time. I said, I'm not having a conversation with you. I'm not having that conversation. I am not having that conversation with you. And he kind of laughed like, my ass. It's not funny, dumbass. Do you want to be friendless? Keep it up. Keep it up. I don't like that. Don't try to manipulate people with certain topics because there's something wrong with you if you feel the need to manipulate other people if you feel the need to force your opinion in there. Nobody asked you for your goddamn opinion. If I want your opinion, I'll give it to you. Now sit down. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good one, and be careful what you talk about. Don't piss people off. It's just not. Everybody's under a lot of stress. Everybody's suffering financially, or most people are anyway. Rich people maybe not. I don't know, but just have some social graces because don't turn people off. It's just not a good look. Anyway, much love. Bye bye.